Spotify viewers, this is going to be...
Hello?
Welcome
to another episode of Game News Podcast. I'm Bren.
I'm Spidey.
And today...
This is live.
We're doing our first video podcast.
Don't expect this to be great right now.
We're not saying it's permanent.
No.
Might be, might not be. We'll see how we feel with it. We're not saying...
No.
It's the best quality right now.
No, it's not. Especially the camera, the webcam.
But we threw together what we could.
Yeah. We can't let this topic go. We can't let it go to waste. We can't let it...
We originally... So, we're still going to be uploading on Spotify, but we're also, I guess, going to make a YouTube channel.
I think that'd be a good idea just because...
It's going to... Yeah, it is going to
be fun. It'd be fun.
And it could be fun.
It could be fun. We definitely need to get an actual space for this thing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
an actual setup kind of.
Yeah, something not like go too crazy, but like enough to have like a room.
It almost might be better to start doing it in my apartment.
Yeah, I probably think that'd be a
just
better idea. Yeah, especially if we're doing.
I'll have a whole room to just set up.
It's definitely better than us sitting here.
Yeah,
we're here.
Yeah. Anyway. Maybe we will be doing it permanently on YouTube. We're still going to upload stuff on Spotify. I should say check out our YouTube.
Yep, that we're going to make today.
So,
yeah. So check that out.
Welcome. So go check out our YouTube, Gaming Dude Podcasts, maybe.
Yeah, Gaming Dude Podcast. So we'll just use the same
on YouTube.
Email. Yeah.
Maybe we'll throw a link in the description actually of our Spotify.
Yeah, that's probably a good
description.
Idea. For the Spotify viewers, this is gonna be like the weirdest.
So yeah, we're gonna do that for being on. We're doing this because being on Spotify doesn't really make any sense. Because we're gonna react to a video, and we were like, well, what's the point of reacting to a video if they can't see what's happening in the video?
Yeah, we did it with the direct and stuff. Remember, like we could have done that so much more naturally.
Yeah.
This happened.
So if you want to enjoy this episode a little more, you'd probably enjoy it more. Not that we're not going to have commentary over it, but you might enjoy it more if you're watching the video with us.
Yes, we made fun of reactors and content.
And we're kind of doing that right now.
But there's a difference, though. The difference is we're two dudes who aren't going to play it up for the camera. We're just going to be honest. We're not going to sit there. This isn't... I'm going to be honest. We're never going to get a cent from your wallets, people. Just don't
really care.
Don't expect that. Don't expect that at all. I don't expect to have any of that. This is just two passionate guys. Don't assume that we're
like blocking you in the
like
shot? These
people, because we are not. We don't appreciate them. You may. That's okay.
We don't. And you can see I'm drinking wine.
I got some Coca-Cola.
So you can see that getting liquored up, but. Anyway,
you'll provide the color content.
It would probably be good to watch on YouTube, and I'm not just saying it to plug our YouTube. I'm just saying that's the only reason we did it is so you could watch the YouTube video with us. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about gaming critics. We all know the Cuphead guy.
Yeah, he's a swell guy.
The dweeby Cuphead boy.
Video game journalists don't play video games. I'm sorry, I dispelled the illusion for you. They don't play video games.
They don't, or if they do, they barely do. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, not at all. Literally.
Yeah.
They hate it when games are hard. Like they literally hate it. They're like, dude, why is this game so hard?
How did they get into this job then?
That's why they bought Deathloop. You know that new game, Deathloop. What Arcane made it. They made the first Dishonored. It's a game that basically plays itself, from what I heard.
Wait, is that the thing where you restart the day? It's like
Yeah, it's made for game journos.
I have heard it's good, though.
That was like the only reason why they made the restart thing was to appease them.
Really?
Yes. That's part of what it was.
Lame.
They did that, too, with Dishonored 2. They made you play as the main character's daughter because some woman complained that there was no female character. Anywho, yeah.
Don't disagree. So we got this video coming. We're going to see if
I do want to check the desktop audio.
We're going to check to see if the audio actually...
Yeah, there we go. Desktop audio. Because I want to switch it to my monitor to make sure... Of course, that would just make it have double. So there's no reason to have that. Because it'd be better if we just heard it from the microphone.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's better that we keep it the same way.
Will it pick it up?
Yeah, it'll pick it up, dude. These are loudspeakers.
Probably should have figured all this out before I started, but bear with us.
I mean, this is the first episode. What do you think? It's like the first episode of the podcast. Just treat it like that.
Yeah.
Don't
We're entering a new
era. What the heck? I thought we were gonna do it anyways at some point. So
Kind of thought we might too someday.
might as well. I saw that. I saw a list that you had left behind where you said you wanted to do a video podcast.
I did?
Yeah, you did. It was
Where did I leave the list at?
I just found it lying around. So this is kind of fulfilling that.
Wait, did I really say that?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember saying
Said
that.
with 2 other people. So
Did I say with 2 other people or
yeah,
just
with you and me or someone. Like you said, 2 people in front of a microphone on a webcam.
Oh, I guess I did have that
Yeah,
as an
you
idea.
did. You did.
Mine was going to originally be mobile gaming stuff, but
Yeah.
maybe I'll still do that someday. But anyway, am I picking?
The mics. It's probably gonna look worse on here.
Yeah.
If
True,
not, I
true.
can just decimate it. I mean,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out if this sounds bad or whatever.
If this looks and sounds bad, that's just how it's
So after a 6-minute intro of us saying nothing, we did say what we were going to talk about.
I mean, we kind of had to preface about it
did,
because this is a
with everything.
weird situation.
Yeah, it's weird for everybody.
It's gonna be really weird for for the 5 people that watch us.
Yeah. So the gaming critics saying stupid stuff for 9.5 minutes straight. That's what we're about to watch. We're going to be pausing it a lot. We're going to be...
Yeah. We're going to be...
So...
Yeah, let's see.
Let's
get
how
this
it
train wreck
sounds.
started.
Let me see.
It has a little something for everyone. Fright dissolved
Okay,
into
definitely.
frustration as I got killed
Yeah,
from
Should I
behind
mute
for
this?
some
Mute the
time.
desktop audio.
Even as I was crouched,
That's better.
motionless and out of
So some of these Seth might have to explain to me because I don't...
Okay, so...
But wait, let's get started first though. So we know that the mic's... We know that it's getting picked up. Oh, don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I need to hit function play. There we go.
Oh.
It has a little something for everyone.
Yep.
Fright
Okay, so it does... Alright, so we're just going to get into
Yep.
reacting to this.
Be ready.
Wait, I want to make sure that we are recording, because I've done this before where I accidentally stopped recording.
Oh, we are.
What?
Oh, we are. We are recording.
Yeah, we are. That's good. I don't want to stop recording. Alright, so let's get into it.
All right, let's do this.
Cheers, dude.
This is going to be terrible. Both of the things.
It has a little something for everyone. Fright dissolved into frustration as I got killed from behind for the umpteenth time.
So-
even as I was crouched, motionless and out of sight in an air duct. And while you
Okay, so every pro Alien Isolation speedrunner and just any player in general says don't hide in the vents. That's like don't hide in the vents, don't hide in the lockers, don't camp.
Because they'll find you?
Because the AI is programmed to immediately search the area like a bloodhound. So that guy's sitting in there with his beeping motion tracker, which makes noise, by the way. So
Oh, yeah, and it's right. He's right there, too.
He's complaining about the
aliens are
difficulty.
right there.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you do realize what you just got into. You're playing Alien Isolation. Now I just want to play the game. That's probably what I'm going to do today. That's probably part of what I'm going to do today. But why...
So that one's dumb just because he's...
Like, what does that even mean? Like, why was he thinking... So, okay, yeah, he's never played the game. I honestly hope they send this to someone who actually, like, is so massively into the game.
I just realized how weird this is for you because your content has no cameras.
No,
Usually.
there was some did when I was like 15.
Yeah.
So
You basically, like, didn't...
and with my friend on the review.
Oh,
so,
true.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see me now, bearded man, overweight.
Next clip.
You could argue the visual style is true to the series. I think even traditionalists wouldn't mind something with a little more pizzazz behind it. The same goes for the levels themselves. Again, they're not bad, but they stick so steadfastly to platforming 101, it's very hard to get excited.
Actually, that's
about.
not.
Ads are one of
Okay, so
Whoa!
blurring that out in post.
Anyway, you said...
Anywho, yeah, definitely blurring that out.
Okay, wait.
Okay, okay, regain my train of thought here. Yeah, this is why I never played this video game. People.
So...
Okay. All right. So. Okay, so with Donkey Kong, you got.
Oh, this is...
Yeah, that's Cyberpunk.
This is Cyberpunk.
Yes,
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either.
Sheesh.
Okay, so... man, we're shameful. Okay.
You're having trouble over here, man.
The
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
He said it is platforming, but that's Donkey Kong.
But he's talking
dude.
about the art style. So I get what he's saying, because remember Donkey Kong Country's art style with the 16-bit kind of 3D sprite thing? A lot of people didn't like the change to 3D. They kind of preferred the old style where it was like... where it was more traditional.
Yeah. I like that too, but it's like they're saying there's not a lot to get excited about because it's still a platformer thing.
It's like...
But it's like, dude, they made it all 3D. It's still awesome. Did you want like Donkey Kong 64?
No, oh yeah.
First off, that game is amazing.
Yeah, and people hate that game. I'm going to be honest with you. People hate Donkey Kong 64 because I don't know why.
I don't think he's saying anything that stupid, but I disagree with him, though.
If he's talking about the art style, because he did say the art style looked boring.
Nothing to get excited about.
Like, it's actually 3D.
Anyway,
Okay,
what's this clip?
Many aesthetic choices in Cyberpunk
Has to
2077
show
that
that.
are grating with no real point. Oh, I haven't finished it, but I've almost finished it. And my dreams of hooking up devil-may care
I've never played. Did she
finished it, but I've almost finished it.
So
the Gaming Journal was paid to play a game and didn't finish.
It didn't finish the game and is saying all these opinions about it.
Oh, this would
showing
be
us some cake on the screen.
This would be my dream. To play a video game and get paid to play it
and review it. You would.
Yeah, especially for me. I love talking about.
Yeah, you
games,
would do.
But I would never get involved with this company. IGN is terrible.
Yeah, they are bad. As you can see, she hasn't finished the game.
She hasn't finished the game.
Which I guess that's the dumb thing that they're saying that she's saying. Yeah, we didn't screen this video all the way, I don't think, before we...
No, I did. I did screen it.
You saw the cake?
I didn't see the cake. I wasn't paying attention to that, thankfully, but... And that's one way.
The guy's like...
Yeah, that's... Anyway. Okay, so she didn't play the game.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And my dreams of hooking up devil-may-care mercenary saber with pious priestess Celica were dashed because there's no marriage system.
And then, unfortunately...
So, she's talking about Fire Emblem.
Devil May Care?
And she
what
said...
What does that mean? Devil May Cry?
Devil May Care, I guess. She's weird.
Is she upset because you can't... Wait, I'm so confused.
It has nothing to do with the game.
There's no marriage system in it?
No.
There never has been.
Well, what she's saying...
Fire Emblem.
There was a marriage system in some Fire Emblems.
Then why...
But what she's saying is Devil May Care. So she doesn't even know what she's playing. I'm not kidding.
Wait,
Devil May Cry.
Is that really it? I didn't catch that.
With pious almost finished it. And my dreams of hooking up Devil May Care mercenary saber with pious...
Oh, Devil May Care, like
mercenary,
the attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're stupid.
So what's the...
I'm retarded. I thought it was like Devil May
Yeah, but what's the funny thing? What's the dumb thing she's saying? There's no marriage system?
Fire Emblem fans. Well, there is.
Is there something?
There is a marriage system
in this.
There's
game?
a whole companion system in
this game.
Yes.
Okay, so the dumb thing is she just doesn't understand.
No,
so does she even play it?
That's the question. That's what it is. Because in every Fire Emblem, you can kind of always do that. You know.
This is all going over my head more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, no. That's...
Priestess Celica were dashed because
She's
there's no
lying.
marriage system.
And then, unfortunately, there are the werehog levels, and yes, I'm looking directly at you, Sonic, with rabies.
The Brothers' Journey to Bowser's Castle.
He hated the werehog levels.
I love the werehog. They look so cool.
It's kind of what I wanted Knuckles.
These aren't seeming as dumb as I thought they were going to be.
That's pretty dumb. Sonic the Werehog and the you don't think the fact that there's obviously a marriage system in Fire Emblem?
That is dumb. I'm still playing the video. I just want to make sure we're still recording. I don't think I even need to talk as loud as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Castle is stymied by dull characters, mundane conversations, and frustrating roadblocks. It's a simple slog toward Bowser's Castle, interrupted with a near-endless series of uninteresting characters and increasingly annoying gates.
I found it tricky.
So is that the 7-star saga he's talking about?
No, it's okay. So that one is Mario and Luigi.
Stymied by dull
and Paper Mario.
I love this game.
It's just Dream Team, I think. Yeah.
And frustrating roadblocks.
It's a simple slog toward Bowser's castle,
So not even a few minutes later,
interrupted with a near-endless series of uninteresting characters and increasingly annoying gates.
I found it tricky. I died a lot. I got to a point where I'd done the same level 4 times.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a tough game. Old school tough. So you better bring your butt-stomping A game, as this will test even the most seasoned platforming veterans.
For some,
Okay.
first off, the one that we passed. What was the one we passed? Oh, it crashed.
Yeah.
I've played the same. Is the thing that's dumb? I've played the same. Is she upset that
Yeah,
she had
she's
to play
mad
it?
that it's hard. So she's upset that she has to play it longer.
I've
That's-
spent hours on
I
crash
know, you
levels
did.
before, and I was raging.
You were so mad. I don't blame you though. 'Cause they're like the jumps they messed up.
And I remember I was literally like, I'm really mad, but I'm loving every second of this.
I will say, fair point to your raging. They messed up the jumping system. I
Did they
heard
actually?
from the remake. Yeah, it's not as smooth from what
It
I
seemed
heard.
worse, but okay. So that's what she's raging about.
This guy. Okay, this is bad.
New Super Mario Bros.
That's not how you
Wii
do
is
an
a
intro.
tough game. Old school tough. So you better bring your butt-stomping A game.
Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yes. So he's
That game
talking
is
about
so easy.
not only that. If your second player sucks, he can just stay in the bubble. You just stay in the bubble.
and that game
not
is
even-
so fun. First off, I love that game. Second off, it's incredibly
It
easy.
is not hard. No.
Remember, I was like, probably not very fun to play with, but I would like keep you guys in the bubbles on purpose and be like, I'm going to beat the whole level.
No, I never had. To
No,
deal
it must
with
have
that.
been a
No,
fail
no one
for
got guff from. Dude, I never got guff from anyone. Everyone was there for me. But what I'm saying is, yeah, this is a bad take here, dude. It's not that hard.
It's a very easy game.
Go okay
For Mario,
Go play.
so easy.
Go play the Mario hacks, Kaizo Mario and Rise to
yeah,
the
that's-
Challenge. Yeah, go play those, buddy.
Game.
There's
This
a
will
blob
test
on
even
screen.
the most
You're gonna have
seasoned
to cut it.
platforming veterans.
For some, this is exactly what Doom should be, because it resembles the 1993 game of the same name. But with all due respect, those are desperately low expectations.
and as you'll come to learn,
He thinks the old Doom is bad.
He doesn't like Doom clearly, yet he's reviewing the game. That's the
Isn't the whole point supposed to be like unbiased reviews?
yes, and he was not biased. Not only that, he was obviously paid to do the review and not like had no ounce of passion.
And let me get this straight, mate. Okay. We know there's some good ones later on, so we'll keep powering through.
Alien's unpredictability is both Isolation's greatest strength as well as its most crippling weakness.
Actually, it's the best part of the
The
game.
challenge reverts to being simplistic and kid-friendly for its final few challenges.
But without consistently strong writing or
Did he think it was Dark Souls or something?
It's SpongeBob game, dude.
What is it? Yeah.
Also,
Oh no, it's Mass Effect. He's gonna insult Mass Effect 1.
he only gave Mass Effect 1 a 7/7.
Yeah, he hated Mass Effect 1.
Let's hear what he says.
People.
a breakout star in its cast to carry it through the long hours and empty spaces, disappointments like the lack of new races, no companion customization, and major performance problems and bugs take their toll.
Mini bosses step
Oh no, that's Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, that's the fourth one. There is character customization.
Okay.
So he didn't play the game.
So it's like, did you even play, or did you review it, or
He didn't play the game.
what? Also, why is that thing about to get spanked by us? Is that his
But,
butt?
yep, that's... Dude, he's got to clap those cheeks. Herbie.
Let's see what he
attempt
says.
to add a tougher challenge, but adding more hit points doesn't really matter if they can't really hurt you.
Free opportunity. Lost World got between me.
That was almost too fast.
So it literally hits him. It says they
Yeah.
can't do damage to you, but it literally just did damage to him.
Yeah.
Free
So,
opportunity.
What's the
did you play the game?
Lost World got between me and the speed I crave. The Super Mario Galaxy inspired
Mario.
level designs compound these problems. Sure, they open up some welcome possibilities for exploration, but inserting light puzzles and placing much of the 3D landscape on cylinders and spheres necessitates a bunch
That's
of
not a
lateral
cylinder
movement,
or a
which is
sphere.
directly at odds with my natural hedgehog instinct to speed towards the horizon.
You didn't like
He wants Sonic to be boosted.
Boost to win, yeah. He wanted... No, dude, he liked Generations. I think it's a decent game, but...
He wants Sonic to be boost to win.
Yeah, that's...
Who wants Sonic to be? No one wants Boost to win.
Yeah, no one wanted him to like endlessly boost. That's what Forces was. Literally, like I said before, you had these wisps you could run into that would immediately charge up your boost, and they were in every single level. And you were just running in a straight line.
What a terrible take. And also, what Sonic was he playing?
He's playing Generations.
Oh, that looked cool.
Oh no, he was playing Lost World.
Okay, Lost World is what I thought. Lost World is awesome.
Yeah, I never played it.
Everything he was saying that made it suck made it amazing.
Yeah, because it was actually different. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it was different from the Boost games. Oh, this guy's gonna really tick you off.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games. They fooled us all.
I actually agree with Justin. The way he leaps off of rooftop.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
How could you possibly
Have a take like that?
have that kind of take? And then somebody agrees with it.
He was like, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Justin. Sucks. Dude.
But you have a Sonic thing right behind you. Like, what is he doing? Why are they talking about it? Like, what? Oh, this
I could
one...
name so many good Sonic games. So many. The new Sonic game. I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's incredible.
Sonic Adventure 1
Sonic
and 2.
Adventures 1 and 2. Sonic World.
Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed. Sonic 06. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to play that game.
Sonic 06 looks kind of cool. The Shadow game looks cool.
Well, it's just because it's Shadow's...
2D Sonic game. Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, dude, shut up.
I did like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about. And if you don't... How can you even say you're a gamer if you don't like any Sonic games? What do you want to play? Chinese checkers, you idiot? All right.
They're too busy playing Deathloop.
And flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Enough said about that one. There's not... When you think about it, it's literally... Who wrote the script? Who wrote that?
First off...
Extremely...
First off, hopefully that guy's not white.
He's not white. He's mixed race.
Hopefully.
He is.
Second off... Okay, that's fine.
It's still...
Second off...
Really bad.
Second off, he's doing what Spider-Man always does. What do you want him to do? Flap his arms like he's like gonna fly as he's coming off the...
Like a...
Woo! Like he's... What do you want him to do? Of course he's gonna dive. Every Spider-Man dives.
No, dude, he goes like this as he's coming down.
Yeah, you want him to be like... He does jump off sometimes, so you can jump off straight forward, but it's
but he's not going like
you can.
this.
Every Spider-Man can like dive, like straight dive. So that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Also, Miles is a dweeb.
I
love
this
Miles.
cool like.
But it's like what?
Where's
all of that? Nobody gathered any of that.
He
I don't
also
even know.
Didn't play the game. Very obvious.
Yeah.
It just gives me goosebumps. That's what he says.
Goosebumps. That gives you goosebumps.
It does give him goosebumps, dude.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's just. Enough said about that.
So much of Metal Gear Survive is...
This makes your Pokemon an absolute unit.
This makes your Pokemon an absolute unit.
I don't get it.
It's cringe because they're saying.
Because he's saying unit.
Yeah.
So much of Metal Gear Survive
An
is
absolute
repeating the
unit.
same thing over and over again in single and multiplayer, defending the same points from the same zombies, exploring the same zones for the same materials, mining the same resources for the same small amounts of gear. But after learning the ropes and learning to say...
Oh my gosh, that sounds exactly like Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh wait, repetitively doing the same thing over and over, except...
Isn't that how survival games always are, though?
Except...
Aren't you just always doing the same thing in survival games?
There's a difference, though. Metal Gear Solid 5 was actually fun because it had a mission structure where you'd like...
Yeah, but I'm saying, isn't that what survival games are? She's saying this, complaining about this stuff, but I'm like, every survival game is doing that.
This game is bad.
For grinding the same stuff, so you can... Yeah, but I'm saying, she's saying that's annoying, but that's a survival game.
Just wait till what she says after.
Name a survival game that's different, where you're getting the same resources so you have food, getting the same stuff so you have bandages, doing the same stuff so you have ammo. It's all about surviving!
Usually like crafting bandages or doing whatever.
your own personal goals within that loop, there's an odd comfort in the formula, and I can see myself returning to expand my endgame base out of my own completionist urges. Survive might not compare well to the tactical espionage action that's defined the Metal Gear series we know and love, but it's...
You just ticked off an entire legion of Metal Gear fans just by saying that. Just because they want the tactical espionage action again.
Oddly hit-or-miss combo of some solid old ideas and some clumsy new ones has at least some appeal.
This is not a combination of old ideas.
What did she say? So what did she say that was so bad there? Besides the fact that
She said it was good. That's the fact. She said, oh, the gameplay loop is fun. That's
she
what
basically said it sucked, and then that she liked it in the same...
That it's because the game's bad, and people hate the game, but she's sitting here like, dude, it's better. It sounded like she said it was better than the other Metal Gear games. I'm like...
I don't know if I'm just not gathering these things.
With this one, it's like, for me...
I don't know what that game is. I don't know what Survivor is.
It's...
until I looked it up
I was about to say an interesting word. It's a mangled version. I'll say it in the most polite way. A mangled version of Metal Gear 5, except it's bad. Dude, I'm not kidding. You teleport to an alternate dimension with a bunch of random zombies in a Metal Gear game.
Is it multiplayer?
It is.
Like
That's all it
online
is.
multiplayer?
That's all it is. But you don't fight each other. You fight zombies.
Okay.
It's bad. I'm not kidding.
It's
Dude.
weird.
Don't play it. Seriously.
Maybe it's because
It's probably not even alive anymore.
fun moments. This is one of the least exciting platformers.
How's this cringe? People
It's
hate
a simple
Bubsy
task
3D.
and concept,
Oh no.
but trying to execute it is some of the most unfun and Sisyphean gameplay in recent memory. In one section of the puzzle, all you need to do is stand on a button, and that button opens a gate for you to bowl a bubble into so you can progress. The only problem is that during SpongeBob's wind-up animation for bowling, he walks forward. That means you fall off of the button, which closes the gate and prevents you from bowling the bubble where you intended, when you intended. These kinds of gameplay barricades are
he's
common
so bad.
and force you to restart and face your demons again and again and again. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is rarely amusing or challenging.
There's just no
He just said... SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is rarely amusing or challenging, even though he just said it was...
Okay, first off,
his playing skills.
I was playing those segments when it first came out as a child and having literally
no trouble.
No issues at all. Let go of the bubble ball a little earlier, you moron.
Or don't step
Or
on the...
back up on the button. Okay?
He's like, it just...
That is aggravating.
He's like, it moves me forward. It's like, dude.
And then when he was trying to hit through that...
that pinwheel, the spinny wheel thing.
That made me more mad. Because I'm like, that actually made me more mad than anything.
That was
because that's so easy to do. Do you have any ounce of timing? You could guess and hit it faster than he did. Just be like... And he's like hitting the fan over and over and over. He's like, this game's really challenging. And then later he goes, super easy. Dumb game. Super easy. Dumb game. You couldn't beat some of the easiest parts in the game.
Not only that, he's insulting a video game that's how old. It's like, you can tell these gaming journalists don't know how to play video games. Just stick an old classic in front of them and they'll be like, what? It's not playing itself for me?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they want.
Go play like Raid Shadow Legends or something, dude.
No, go play Uncharted.
Go play anything with auto play.
Aim. Yeah, there is one for Uncharted. You can have auto aim. There's an auto aim for Uncharted. The newer ones.
I'm saying just go play like auto games, like auto grinding games. Like,
are you gonna play auto chess, dude? Oh no, that's too hard for them.
Auto chess is that's
way too hard. That's too hard for them. They might as well. You know what? They should play solitaire.
They should play solitaire, but they always ask for a hint every move. That should be what they should do. Terrible. Idiot. Don't be doing game reviews if you can't.
Or Spider-Man on easy mode, story mode. There's actually a story mode on the new Spider-Man game.
No, they need to be playing a mobile game that plays itself, where you just hit auto.
Deathloop. Basically, that's what Deathloop is.
That's your game. Go play that, nerd. You probably lose at that too, though. All right.
Yeah,
reconciling the feel-good tale of a single father who loves his daughter in the 4 hours of story mode with the
What
image
is
of him
the-
bleeding
oh, it's
through a
Resident
hole
Evil.
in her chest and proudly standing over her fresh corpse in every other mode.
But the Hoenn region is still
So
imbalanced.
that's Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, what's the...
I don't get what the problem is. But this is the one.
What?
This is the one.
Type-wise, heavily favoring water Pokemon. It's especially noticeable in Alpha Sapphire since the villainous Team Aqua uses a lot of water types. It just feels like there are water Pokemon in nearly every battle. It's too simple.
So, yeah, that... There's too many water Pokemon, dude.
Is she saying...
She's saying that there's...
That Team Aqua is using too many water
Yeah.
Pokemon? Team Aqua! Team Aqua!
They got these people off the street. I'm not kidding.
That would be like saying, why does Team Rocket use Rattata all the time?
Why
in
does
the
Team
games?
Magma use fire Pokemon?
You are... I'm sorry. I am
Well,
sorry.
they don't use fire Pokemon.
I am sorry, you sweet young lady. But you're
gonna use
are
it
not
different.
very bright. Yeah. And you don't play video games.
I think she was the
I
one...
just can kind of stand with all the water type Pokemon that people are using. Oh, you mean Team Aqua?
She talked about how bad the HMs were. You know, the amount of HMs, you know. It's like, dude.
Do you remember what Team Aqua's whole goal is?
To flood the entire world.
For water Pokemon, you idiot.
Yeah, basically, she's the chick who said too much water. So the world itself has too much water to her, too.
There's so much land. I never got that. There's so much land.
Not only that, the water's awesome. Like I said,
The water's awesome, but you're mostly on land.
Yes. You don't... Yeah. What, was it too hard for her to find the...
Are you talking about like you'd rather just have it where it's like the only time you're on water is like 2 times in the old ones or something?
Like cutscenes or something?
Or like the SSN?
No, she doesn't play Pokemon. She didn't play the game. She's like, Team Aqua!
I'm gonna make sure we're still recording. It looks like we are. Also want to see, am I on camera back here? Oh, I'm so on camera back there.
Oh.
Alright.
She's like, Team Aqua! It's like... Did you play the game? That's what you start to wonder. It's like...
Team Aqua!
It's like, this is what she did. They're like, okay, go to Bulbapedia and look up the team names. And then watch some gameplay for us, okay? That's what we'll pay you to do. Here's your $20. And then she goes in, she watches it, and then she's like, Team Aqua has too much water Pokemon. He looks blue, so he must have water typing. That's what she was thinking. She didn't even know the difference between a...
I thought she was gonna say like that. I thought she was gonna get the typings wrong or something.
She's like, she already basically did. I mean, she got the teams. So she's like, it's too much water Pokemon.
All right, well, let's go.
Do you not realize that one of them had Poochyena? Poochyena is not a water Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't.
What are you talking
even I forgot
about?
about that. All right. Next clip. That was aggravating.
And too unwieldy.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I already have an
Curse,
aneurysm.
making for a rather uncomfortable experience. Corralling him, stopping him from moving, getting him to quickly change directions is a pain. You have to draw your lines quickly and in the right direction, or you could roll Kirby into certain doom. And if Kirby is already on the move, snagging him is even more of a pain. If you run out of magic paint to draw those lines, you're in trouble. But death comes easy in Rainbow Curse if you have difficulty adapting to this way of movement.
First off, she's terrible. Second off, that's the whole point of the game.
Yep, that's...
So...
Is that Kirby's Touch and Go?
I don't know. That looks kind of fun, actually.
That looks weird. Like, it's not bad. It's just, oh no. Dude, God, this is Black Ops 3. We're gonna hear him praise Black Ops 3! This game was terrible.
Let's hear it.
The great high mobility mechanics we see in multiplayer were locked behind an easy-to-miss tech tree in the campaign. It's commendable that Treyarch wants to give us the option to play a simpler kind of Call of Duty. But one of the coolest new features shouldn't be so difficult to find and activate. Okay,
so he can't find the class customization. The class customization crap. So he is so bad that he can't customize his own class. This guy has never touched a video. He's like, what is this? He just picks up the controller like, what?
He can't find the class customization. That's the whole thing. They shouldn't make it so hard to find.
Their greatest feature is locked behind this. First off, if you ask anyone in the Call of Duty community, that feature sucks. Wall running is retarded. No one liked it. Seriously, no one did. No one liked wall running. No one's gee willikers, this is a great feature. He's sitting here like...
Let's go play Titanfall.
He's like, ease of access. What's ease of access about it? You just said it's ease of access, and then you said you couldn't find the menu? What is with these people?
Yeah, they contradict constantly.
They're like, this is hard, this sucks, and it's easy.
Did anyone check it anything at all this whole time? Like, before they release it?
You mean
before they release the reviews? Like, does anyone double check anything?
No, I mean the swagger line somehow got past the the editorial.
9 total overs in order to fight the end boss. This makes Tale guilty of a severe case of artificially padding out the gameplay to get to the 8 or so hours I spent beating it.
My experience with Prey on PC started out promising, but after 40 hours in this atmospheric first-person RPG,
I do like Prey.
It's descended into a literally unplayable technical nightmare. Due to repeated save game corruption, I've been unable to complete the campaign.
It lacks the creativity.
Yeah, that never happened to me. I literally never had a single time where my save games were corrupted. Ever.
So what's the joke, that it's not true?
Probably. I mean, he probably screwed it up somehow. Think about it. I'm just guessing here, but
yeah,
this one's a little sketchier in my opinion. But I'm just saying, I never had a... He's talking about Prey having bugs. I'm like, dude, I never had...
I didn't know you had Prey. What is that?
It's like
Alien Isolation, but not Alien?
Except you can actually shoot stuff. It's like Dishonored in space, basically.
Oh.
Except not as good. Like, it's not as fun. Because Dishonored's actually atmospheric and fun and cool. This game's just like, oh, you're in space and you have weird power thingies with aliens. It's like, it looked cool in the trailer. I saw it, but it was not as good as I expected.
And originality of many of its predecessors while also being absurdly easy.
For such a combat-heavy take, Downpour doesn't deliver when it comes to action.
It feels great to be back with Xenoblade Chronicles' memorable cast of characters, whether it's the lovable meathead Rain or the stoic and inscrutable Duncan.
That's Dunban over there!
Oh, it's Dunban? He called him Duncan! His name's Dunban.
Wait, go back. I would say I didn't...
Catch this.
Great to be back with Xenoblade Chronicles' memorable cast of characters, whether it's the lovable meathead Rain or the stoic and inscrutable Duncan.
That's Dunban over there!
Duncan?
Defend mode.
Dunban.
Dunban over there is his name, and he said Duncan.
He didn't play the game. He didn't play the game.
At least he didn't read or have his ears on.
He was like, what is he doing? It's just like this the whole time? Finger up his butt?
Probably.
Oh, dude, this is your favorite.
Meanwhile, takes its cues from battle arenas like League of Legends and Dota.
Or perhaps you start by
Go
digging
back.
deep. We got some. Gonna have to really blur out the footage here. Whoa.
That's Dunban over there!
Yeah.
Defend mode, meanwhile, takes its cues from battle arenas like League of Legends.
League of Legends.
He said battle arena. It's a MOBA. Not
a
battle arena.
So here's... Yeah, it's a massive online battle arena.
But he said battle arenas. He didn't even say MOBA.
MOBA is massive online.
I know,
battle.
but I'm saying he
gotcha.
didn't say massive online. He just said battle arenas.
Well, how about the fact that he said League of Legends, which is why this whole clip is even here.
Yeah,
League of Legends. So it does kind of make sense because Legends has a G in it and it sounded the same way. So he probably just said League of Legends, so it's kind of like Legends.
But what about Justice League? Justice League, like
no, I'm saying like because Legends.
Oh, it was like a mistake.
Yeah.
Then why did they leave that in there?
Yeah, the real issue is.
Did they edit these things?
Leaving that in post. You can't get him to re-record saying League of Legends one line instead of League of Legends.
It's like
here. What if they tried and he just couldn't stop saying it? He's like League of Legends, League of
That's
Legends,
probably what
League
happened.
of Legends.
Don't give him credit. That's probably what happened.
Now I'm going to accidentally say League of Legends.
I'm going to say
League of Legends.
I'm going to say
he's like League of Legends. Then like say it try again. He's like League of Legends.
Lego Legends. That's what he said.
Lego Legends.
No, that's just Oh yeah, with this one, definitely gonna blur this out. So.
And Dota.
Or perhaps you start by digging deep into the game's story problems, or its serious issues with women.
The Baker family, like unstoppable tyrants with unpleasant personalities, are among the first enemies you'll encounter, and they're by far the most interesting. While that's meant as a compliment to the characters and the unpredictable encounters and boss fights they produce, it isn't good news for the rest of Resident Evil 7.
Best you can do is
Okay, so
I don't. What do you ever do? Just proving that I'm dumb? Because I don't get the big deal.
Some of the stuff I've had to interpret, but I think I get that one because if you've ever played the game, the first person you fight is not a part of that. Like, technically not a part of that family. Your girlfriend or whatever.
True, yeah.
She just gets kidnapped. So, or she is a part of the family, but I don't know, whatever. That one's not. That makes no sense.
I feel like this video is just starting to get to like cherry picking now.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just gonna cherry pick. I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is.
Let's just keep going. I guess. See what happens.
Oh, Titanfall. Oh no.
Warring against online strangers with no say in what map you'll fight on. This is unforgivable in a modern multiplayer shooter, particularly one that's exclusive.
What did he say?
Warring against online strangers with no say in what map you'll fight on. This is unforgivable in a modern multiplayer shooter, particularly one that's exclusively team-oriented. For what it's worth, Respawn promises to deliver those soon in a free update. Despite lacking many accoutrements we've come to expect in a multiplayer shooter, I'm happy to see Black...
Okay.
8.9?
It's only team-oriented. He didn't play the game. It's not only team-oriented. There's a free-for-all mode that's at launch, by the way. That's accessible at launch.
He said they're going to fix that.
That's not a... Yeah, it's... No.
We're still going.
Yeah, we're still going. Alright, so...
Wait, how much time are we at?
We're at, like... 42 minutes. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that was fun for a first experiment so far. We're not done yet, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so with the Black Ops 3 thing, that one is stupid because... Do you know what game came out before Black Ops 3?
Black Ops 2.
Advanced Warfare.
Or I mean Advanced Warfare.
So, you know what else had the boost? The
Advanced Warfare?
gimmick? Yeah, so basically he didn't play that game, which was also not that good.
I liked Advanced Warfare.
It was fun, but it was not what COD should have been, man. It should have been its own
Yeah, I mean,
series.
I love COD now, where it's at now more than ever.
But it should have been its...
Mario game. It's not like Super Paper
I'm
Mario,
gonna be
where it's
upset
different
if I keep
in
talking
sort
about
of bland, meh ways. This is different for the better. Star Fox 2's
Wait,
primitive
whoa,
3D
whoa,
is
whoa,
so
whoa, whoa.
Paper Mario game. It's not kind of boldly
Wait,
trying
go
new
back.
things. This truly
Thank
is a new Paper Mario game. It's not like Super Paper Mario, where it's different in sort of...
Super Paper Mario's incredible.
Yeah, I'm not a Paper Mario fan, but I have heard tale.
So he's just dissing something that's amazing. And
Yes,
he's saying
he
he
is.
likes the worst, like one of the worst
Sticker
ones.
Star I heard was terrible.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
This
Yeah,
is different
same.
for the better.
Star
It's terrible.
Fox
So
2's
you're
primitive
actually in
3D
on
is
it.
so jarringly bad that Nintendo actually canceled it in 1995 because
wait
the
a minute.
3D is so
Meh ways.
Wait,
This
okay.
is different for the better.
Star Fox 2's primitive 3D is so jarringly bad that Nintendo actually canceled it in 1995 because it didn't look good alongside the groundbreaking 3D of the Nintendo 64. It barely runs on the SNES hardware, or even on its new home in the SNES Classic Edition. But if you can stomach the terrible frame rate, it is playable, enough that I could beat it on hard. Sometimes, it's even enjoyable. Variety...
Okay.
A couple things.
That's not why it was canceled.
Yeah.
That is not.
A couple
why
things.
It,
It looked amazing for its times. Second off, you compared it to Nintendo 64, which came out way later.
Not only that, that was canceled because they didn't have the tech to finish it or release it like SES. They literally didn't have the technology.
Second off, you're comparing it to 64,
which is a fully polygonal 3D game.
Yeah, and which doesn't make any sense that you would do that. First one, it's not even the reason it got canceled, like you said. So he's not even right on his facts.
He's completely
He's
wrong.
just making
about
something
that.
else.
He's just saying,
based on opinion.
It's because it looked worse.
Third of all, he then said he beat the whole thing on hard mode and that it's pretty fun.
There's no way he beat it on hard mode.
I don't believe it that he did either, but I'm saying, but then you said if you played the whole game, you just said you thought it was terrible.
Yeah, that's...
You bash it, then you said you played the whole thing on hard and you liked it?
Yeah, that's... What is with them contradicting themselves all the time? Oh, dude.
Is this Fire Emblem?
Xenoblade 2.
Xenoblade.
Is good.
I should play
Xenoblade 2
Xenoblade.
throws you
You
into the
should.
deep end a bit too early for you to appreciate the value of everything.
There's like
exposed.
tutorials
It's an
all
old
over
school
it.
type of
You
game.
literally just saw a tutorial right there.
Yeah. And also, it doesn't seem that complicated anyway. So.
It's an auto battler. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, so you're just dumb.
It's like, it's not easy, but it's not, oh, dude, mystery dungeon.
Play, and this also shows in the old school type of graphics. Characters move in grids, and the animation isn't flashy at all. I know this is a throwback to older games, but it just looks lazy these days.
As if you took the jump component.
That's not a throwback. That is an older game. That's, like... That's not an older game. It's not older.
I was confused because if it's a throwback to older games, obviously it's not going to look as good.
It's not a throwback. It's Mystery Dungeon. It's not even the same series. It's like he's...
I don't get what he's saying.
He makes no sense.
I thought he's saying that because in the same sentence he says, "I know it's a throwback to older games," which if it is, then it's going to look like that. That's the whole point.
Yeah. It's supposed to have old graphics.
That's what I'm saying. In the same breath, he says, "I know it's a throwback to older games, but it's just too outdated."
Why?
That's the whole point of it.
It's a 16-bit game.
And also, you're saying that it's old anyway?
It is. It's like 2006. What is he talking about? They still, like... I'm not saying it's like freaking Game Boy Color era, but it's still not new. It's a DS game. It was on the original...
They had 3D graphics on DS, though.
Like, GoldenEye level 3D graphics. That was so bad. Like
Oris.
That was
really
on
good.
3DS.
Oh,
the
yeah.
regular
You're
DS.
talking about
Yes, the DS Lite.
3DS, dude.
Oh, dude, Sonic Unleashed.
Alright.
You're gonna love this
Out
one.
of the Mario games, and I'm really curious as to why Sega forced this onto its fans.
When it comes to RPGs on the 3DS,
What did he say?
It looks lazy these days.
As if you took the jump component out of the Mario games, and I'm really curious as to why Sega forced this onto its fans.
You can jump in Sonic Unleashed.
Didn't we just see it happen?
Yes, we just saw
He
it
double
happen.
jumped.
Is he saying he auto jumped? Like, I don't understand. Like, you didn't play the game. You seriously didn't play the game.
Or he played a different game and he doesn't know what it is.
Now we're getting to the good clips where it's like, you can't nitpick it. It's just obvious.
That was just...
It's
like embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
when it comes to RPGs on the 3DS, I personally strongly prefer Sticker Star. You spend a lot of time with men.
That game's terrible!
It was, yeah, so that was, what was it? It was, Superstar Saga. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I always wanted to play
Superstar Saga's incredible.
Always wanted to play it.
I would play it because it's phenomenal.
Okay.
This idiot said that
Paper Mario Sticker Star was better.
It was better. So they like really dumb games. Yeah,
it's easy, dude. It's
I don't even have words to say to someone about that. Like, I know that everyone has their own opinions, but sometimes it's just like
you shouldn't say
you
it.
just objectively are wrong.
That's true. Yeah, it's like saying Ocarina of Time's a bad game, and you're like,
who says it's a bad game?
I'm saying if you did, it'd be
I would
like
be like,
such
you're
a
an idiot.
it'd be such a odd take.
If you say any of those ones are bad, I think.
Yeah. That's
Lilia, one of the weaker characters from the main campaign, and two
Never
new,
played this game.
highly irritating Napon named Kino and
oh, this is
Nate.
Xenoblade
The
1.
voiceover work for
I know
quest
what
givers
it
is
is.
fine, but the majority of what you're hearing are zombie growls and your own character's screams.
But the campaign is
So-
refreshing.
I have played that game. That he's
Isn't
talking
the whole
about.
point of a game like that you're going to hear that a lot?
The majority of what you're hearing are zombie and Nate.
This is Greg
The
Miller.
voiceover work for quest givers is fine, but the majority of what you're hearing are zombie growls and your own character's screams.
Well, what else would you rather hear? Complete silence?
What are you going to be hearing?
What are we going to hear? Like freaking...
I do think these clips, whoever put this in the video, were like really broad.
Really, also really bad at like...
It's like, dude...
It's obscure in some
It's too
ways.
obscure of like...
We had to cherry pick
Yeah.
basically everything.
Yeah. I can't believe we've even stretched it out this long
I
for
know.
that.
I'm kind of proud, honestly.
Me too.
I'm happy we did.
But the campaign is a refreshingly original near-future war scenario.
This is Ghosts.
I'm willing to learn how to...
Okay, so first off, he said it was refreshing.
The campaign in Ghost wasn't terrible.
It was really bad.
I didn't think it was terrible.
The story was okay, but the levels were...
Maybe I don't remember it that well.
Dude, literally the whole gimmick was you having a dog.
I do remember that.
Riley! Yeah, you could call Riley and it was
Riley!
terrible.
Riley! Riley!
And at the end, you know what happens.
Give me my son.
Sean now. Oh, dude, you gotta remind me of that one. That was bad, man. That was Fallout 4.
Give me my son, Sean.
Okay, that's...
to excel with a game's controls, even if they're difficult to grasp at the start. But with Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, it isn't a matter of understanding the controls and abilities.
Yeah, it is.
It's a case of the controls just not working well.
No.
The art style does come
Literally
off as a
you.
little bit
I think the
Literally
best
a few.
review we've had has to be...
SpongeBob?
We should have just watched the SpongeBob review at this point.
We should have just watched the whole SpongeBob review. You're right. We should have. Because this guy's an idiot. First off,
Yeah.
how does he get hit by it? By what he gets hit by? And then can't you like use the twirl thing to hover in the air for a second when you're jumping?
Yeah, you can.
Couldn't you have just saved...
Dude, we gotta watch the full review of this now. Like,
Yeah, let's
we
do
gotta,
that. Let's watch the full
just
review of this.
Get away from
How much
this.
time we got left?
We got like 8 minutes. This
Should be
review is
perfect,
not
should
gonna
be
be that
perfect.
long. Anywho, it doesn't matter if we go a little bit over because this
True.
has been an experimental episode.
It has. The episode's been experimental in that we should have checked the videos a little more because that was a flat video.
Yeah,
besides the couple parts.
Like we have some gold in here, but
all right, here we go.
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for
Yep, this
Bikini
is
Bottom
him.
Rehydrated marks the return of one of the most iconic licensed characters to enter the 3D.
I thought you were gonna say iconic game. The game's iconic.
Sadly, what's described
Yeah, the
as
Dutchman
a
one's really good,
flagship
too.
feels more like a skin-deep remaster, doing little to fix the issues that plagued the original.
There wasn't any
This
issues.
graphical update is accompanied by some imaginative improvements, but those few bright spots aren't enough to bring Battle for Bikini Bottom's passable.
It looks amazing. It looks passable. Actually, I need to buy this game.
I have.
I don't know how I haven't
Let
yet.
alone impressive recent remakes like the Spyro Reignited trilogy.
Spyro's freaking amazing.
I love how they have to show like a title sequence.
Highway SpongeBob.
As I revisit Battle for Bikini Bottom nearly 17 years later, Rehydrated's 10-ish hour campaign...
Also, the graphics don't look bad in the original.
Great.
...to truly
Yeah.
modernize this game for first-timers, and those of us who look back on it fondly.
First-timers.
To its credit,
You are a
Rehydrated's
first-timer.
runs cleanly on PS4 Pro. Its
I don't think you
remastered
played it.
soundtrack cheery tunes of earworm their
I
way
love
into
these
the
parts.
and the actual feeling of running, jumping, and bubble blowing as SpongeBob is precise and responsive.
Okay,
Battle
this
for Bikini
must
Bottom
not be
still
the same
feels
guy.
behind, though, but his graphical update
This is not the same guy.
You're right, this isn't the same guy.
almost neon-drenched world feels a lot closer to the energy of the show, and it's
Yeah, no, that's not. Let me hear this guy's voice. Because we gotta find
Fortunately,
this.
there are.
In fact, I'll probably cut this part out.
It's fine. We can keep it in.
Because
The
where
bear
was
honking
this
on those
guy?
head. Yes, and
Where is this guy? Alright, here he is. Somewhere around here.
And miles in your area.
Start. But with Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, it isn't a
This
matter
guy sounds
of
nothing like the guy we're listening to. How did we think that was the
Yeah,
guy?
who is this guy?
Let's see if there's another one. Just hit search again. See if there's another.
Let's go review.
Yeah, it is IGN, isn't it?
Possibly
Maybe
not.
it's not.
Yeah. It's not
Well,
Game
might-
Ranks.
It could be.
Could be GameStop, because I know Game Ranks. That guy doesn't sound like that.
I'm Michael Heim, reading for
This
reviewer
is
Funky
him.
Joseph. Nearing the end of SpongeBob's journey
This
under
is
the
gonna be
sea,
good.
you're tasked with guiding a ball through a giant Rube Goldberg
Why is he starting
machine
with
in Mermaid Man's lair.
Rube
Once you
Goldberg?
activate the machine, you have to match the ball's painstakingly slow speed while using SpongeBob's arsenal of bubble abilities to make sure it doesn't fall over. It's a simple task in concept, but trying to execute it is some of the most unfun and Sisyphean gameplay in recent memory. In one section of the puzzle, all you need to do is stand on a button, and that button opens a gate for you to bowl a bubble into so you can progress. The only problem is that
How
during
is he this
SpongeBob's
dumb?
wind-up animation for bowling, he walks forward.
How
That
is
means
he
the
this
ball hits the
dumb?
button, which closes the gate and prevents
Well,
you from
yeah,
bowling
just
the bubble
like I
where
said,
you
just go
intended
there.
when
Just
you
go to the
intended.
end of it, and then.
These kinds of gameplay barricades
How is he missing
are
this?
common.
This is just you're terrible. You are terrible.
Face
Yeah.
your demons again.
Probably shouldn't
and
have
again
left that footage
and
in,
again.
in the
What?
cut.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Him, I'm saying he shouldn't have left the
Oh,
footage
yeah.
where he's just
Battle
screwing up
for
a
Bikini
ton.
Bottom Rehydrated is
like-
rarely amusing or challenging, and completing it is an entirely dry experience. It looks nice and brings back fond memories of a classic cartoon through iconic
Oh, I
set
love
pieces
this.
and tight voice acting, but its uncomfortable and outdated mechanics make you feel frustratingly trapped and are ultimately outclassed
Frustratingly,
by countless.
he's frustratingly trapped. He's trapped. He's trapped
What
in a
channel is
box.
this?
GameStop.
Other
And
modern and
GameSpot,
classic
yeah.
platformers.
Reviewed by Junkie Joseph. Review code, dude. Why did they provide him a review code when he crapped on it?
SpongeBob is a show built on rapid-fire humor and good pacing, but this game misses that mark.
Pacing.
It took me around 20
Did he
hours
watch
to play
the
through
show?
the main story and get a bunch of bonus collectibles. And from
There's
the
so much funny stuff in the game. What is he talking about?
movement to the jokes,
You literally freaking bungee jump from your
everything
underpants.
feels slow. with
You
none
surf
of the
on your
comedic
tongue.
timing that makes the show so beloved.
It doesn't have the comedic timing.
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
It used to zoom
It
in
starts
on
off
the
when
original
Plankton
thing
accidentally
on her
creates an
face.
army of uncontrollable robots that you have to defeat as a rotation of familiar faces: SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, and Sandy Cheeks. Your main objective is
Cheeks.
collecting
Sandy
golden
Cheeks.
spatulas, which are littered around the
He
globe
said
and
it's,
are
he
used
gives
to
her full
unlock
name, not
stages.
SpongeBob.
Diving
yeah.
into the game is
Notice
exciting.
he said Sandy Cheeks, but not like SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star.
Probably don't even know.
He's like Sandy Cheeks.
How is this not even cool though? Like this, even this is so cool. You get to walk around by Squidward's house and stuff. Like
he doesn't care. He didn't watch.
he's
the
not even.
show.
He can't.
He can't be a fan
I feel
if
like
he
he's not
doesn't
really a
like it.
SpongeBob
Yeah,
fan.
That's
The greater Bikini Bottom area is carefully reimagined into a clean, revitalized style that's popping with a new paint job. In a sense, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated functions as a SpongeBob museum, highlighting the environments that
yes.
give life to the series. There's a keen attention to detail in recreating the original's
Yes.
charm, which is done well. But this underwater
You just said
world's
that it
allure
didn't.
falls flat without quality of life updates that consider
Quality
how
of
differently we
life
play today.
updates.
After the first few areas, exploring quickly becomes a chore. Some
Yeah.
spatulas are thrown at
It's
you.
actually
for
really
doing
easy
nothing.
game.
Yeah.
Others feel
Especially when you
impossible
play
to
it
get
now.
due to bad camera angles and unexplained systems that you're somehow expected to know. That lack of consideration given to the spatula's locations
It's
is
not-
off-putting and
Also,
causes
you
It's
don't.
not called first time hydrated. It's called rehydrated.
Also,
Also, they don't tell you because it's so self-explanatory that if you can't figure out what to do in a SpongeBob game, how do you even live your day-to-day life?
and also, if you don't like a world, you can skip it. I'm not kidding. You
Yeah.
literally can skip like the hardest world, the coral kelp forest or whatever. I heard. I had never gotten to there because I sucked as
Talking
a
about
kid.
speedrun stuff?
Yeah, the kelp forest. There was like a you can just skip that without even speedrun. You can just not go there and
No.
just get spatulas from other means.
Ugh.
So you
the
don't
game
have
start
to.
dragging
You can play the game
in
out of
first
order
few
actually
hours.
almost entirely.
Movement is just as unpleasant. It's a constant wrestle match with the mechanics that are both restrictive and
Wrestle
awkward
match
to a point
is really-
that they remove your focus from the current objective and makes you want to put the controller
Oh,
down.
well, go back.
Remove your focus from the current objective and makes you want to put the
Why is him showing clips of being terrible at the game what he's using for... Just because you're bad at this doesn't mean that...
platforms are slow and you have to jump on them often.
It's called being
If you miss
patient.
them,
Oh
you end
no.
up bored sitting there looking at an idle animation.
No, you can jump and helicopter
Yeah.
to another platform really easily. You just don't. You're bored and looking for the next waiting for the next platform.
Yeah, only you are doing that.
Too long while you listen to the same short SpongeBob loop on repeat. Even if you like Steven Hillenburg bangers, this gets annoying.
Bangers!
You just met the Sponginator.
Once you
He
ace a
hates
moving
his lines
platform's
now,
weird
too.
rhythms, it doesn't mean it's over. Sometimes there are robots placed right at the end
You're
of those
doing it right now. You
sequences
could have just done it
that
to the
are
next
too
platform.
large to move around properly because of their lack of mobility. It just feels cruel. There were multiple points in the game where I climbed up to the top of a high structure and a rogue robot knocked me all the way down into the water.
That was
Ironically,
terrible. Look at
it
that.
just feels cruel.
I
There
didn't
were
fall a
multiple
single
points in the
time.
game where I climbed up to the top of a high structure and a rogue robot knocked
What was he doing?
Go back.
multiple points in the game where I
So he
climbed up
knows
to
this
the top
thing's
of a high
flying towards
structure
him, and then
How did he miss?
he jumps
Wait.
into the ball.
and
Yeah,
a
but
rogue robot knocked me all the way
wait.
down
So
to
he
the
jumps.
where I climbed.
He jumps to try to hit this robot, and he's nowhere close. So watch. He misses the jump. That's when you decide to do your spin.
It's like also notice
And a
that
rogue robot.
notice that you can't spin to hit the robot.
And then he
I'm
jumped.
not kidding. You literally physically cannot
Yeah, but
jump up and hit
but
him
then
like
he
that.
jumped and hit the ball. He ran his own head into the ball.
This might be this is
Knocked me all the way down
This is
into
rough,
the water.
man.
Ironically, none of the protagonists can swim.
Protagonist.
So I instantly died and respawned at
Such
a
a-
checkpoint. Having to start all over is
This guy's so
truly
pretentious.
deflating.
Protagonist.
I'm willing to learn how to excel with the game's controls.
You're obviously
even
not.
if they're difficult to grasp at the
How
start. But with
does
Battlefield
he
Bikini
get hit
Bottom-
by that, dude?
Even if they're
It's terrible.
difficult to grasp at the start, but with Battlefield Bikini
How?
Bottom hydrated,
He's so bad.
understanding
Like,
the
he's
controls
so
and
bad.
abilities. It's a case of the controls just not working well.
It's
fun
just
when
not
the game's
working
being
well.
You're
praised
not
for
working
being
I love how he says it like he's so emotionless. It's a case of the controls not working well.
You're not working well. Your brain's not working well.
But this game just feels constantly punishing for no reason.
We should have just
And it
done this
doesn't
one.
acknowledge or acknowledge it. Sometimes there are different ways to get golden spatulas. But the game also randomly blocks paths
Game
with
also
invisible
randomly
walls,
blocks
rendering your attempt to get there useless and telling you that your solution isn't right.
Actually, there is no walls. You can just break the
You can
tikis.
break-
What is he
He's the
talking
thing that's actually-
What is he
To get
talking
golden
about?
Here's the thing that's actually a wall,
But the
does
game
he?
also randomly blocks paths with invisible walls.
That's what every freaking video game
Oh,
does.
okay,
Dude,
yeah.
it's obviously...
Can you talk about the tiki wall? That would have been so funny, though.
But this is stupid too. You can't jump there. That was never in the game.
Yeah.
Why would you be able to
That's
jump
how
on the
games
hill?
are all the time. It's
like there's invisible boundaries in the game.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be there.
They put it there for scenery.
Yeah.
You can't jump to that island over there.
Yeah, you think that's real? He's like,
He's
cool.
like, dang it! I can't believe I fell out of the freaking
into the water. SpongeBob can't swim. Dang it!
This is the best review ever.
To get golden spatulas.
I'm watching this
The game
all the
also
time.
randomly blocks paths with
That's the
invisible
path he's
walls,
talking.
rendering your attempt to get there useless and telling you that your solution isn't right. Walking
No,
into-
duh, dude. That's how games work.
Telling you that your solution isn't.
Maybe because it isn't right, dude.
What solution
Do you
is
think
there?
they were gonna that everything you see is mapped out that you can walk to?
He's.
Oh, I'm shaking the camera so
I
much
know.
over here.
This,
my bad.
yeah, no. This is gonna be a rough.
This is a rough
this is
one.
a rough one, folks. Please bear
Yeah,
with us
just
here.
bear with us.
The levels revolve around walking to recurring
We'll
characters.
be more professional
around the
next time, I
map, picking
swear.
up tasks
It is a
from
good. I
fighting
think this is a good
robots,
episode.
and
though.
swapping
Yeah.
between
Even if it
characters
is.
to utilize their strengths and complete the area. The loop could work, but you can't run in this game, or dodge, or swap
You are
characters
running.
conveniently. You have to walk around slowly, fight almost every robot in your path, with some areas that are way too packed with enemies, and frequently move back and forth to bus stops
You
that
know-
are out of the way 90% of the time. For
You don't have to fight the enemies.
Hey, also, there's not that many enemies.
No, actually, it's pretty barren.
It's pretty. If anything, I think there should be more.
Yeah, it's pretty barren.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I keep
fine.
hitting
character
this so
swaps.
much.
The fleeting fun I had during this game happened during the boss fight.
What am I doing this?
So this is a great reference.
Amazing. Amazing voice acting. Amazing.
He'd probably say it's
The
too
cutscenes
generic.
before the fight start are genuinely funny.
Thank
backed
you.
by an intense synth tune. and each battle is commented live by a talking fish.
It looks like SpongeBob.
Yep. That's awesome.
Here.
This was amazing.
That's the ticket.
These moments are a bright light in the game and make it feel alive just for a moment. It's a delight to have the game make
just
you
for
laugh
a
at these
moment.
points, because most of the other jokes in it just don't hit. If you
Maybe for you.
You just said it was tightly voice acted and well done, and then you just
this
said
guy just doesn't like SpongeBob.
It's like it's not very good.
Feelings about the original SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, you should watch a speedrun of it or find your old copy and dust off that PS2. This one isn't it. Remasters, ports, and remakes are nice because they make games more accessible to new audiences. And the ones that
so accessible, more accessible to you, basically.
excel understand that some features from the game's era are antiquated and should be updated or removed. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated flops like a fish out of water when it comes to this.
Wait, he's getting
Flops like a fish out of water when it comes to this.
That boss
It's a
is
game
super
so
easy. I beat
focused
it
on
in
emulating
2 seconds.
the
It's so
original
easy.
that it doesn't know the
I think I
parts
got hit
of
once.
itself
Yeah.
that are fun and the parts that aren't. It
That's
lost
'cause you're
sight of
bad.
the
It's
basic
fun 'cause you're
elements
bad.
that make a collectible
Mad 'cause
platformer
bad.
enjoyable. This game doesn't promote curious or keen gameplay. The movement isn't smooth.
Okay.
The movement isn't smooth.
Did you play the original? It's a platformer, dude.
What is it?
It's about as open-y. There's some kind of open areas, and that's really cool, but
It's not supposed to be open.
it's a platformer, dude. It's not supposed to be open world.
You
Never
want
was.
it to be open
Never was open world. So because your invisible wall is blocking you from exploring your solution, let me tell you what would happen if you got back there. It would ruin the game.
It would,
because there's nothing back there.
Yeah, it's probably just a skybox.
Yeah. So
yeah, this is.
And gathering collectibles never feels rewarding. Ultimately, the game winds up being an unpleasant nostalgia trip that nobody should pack their bags for.
A 2?
What to do? How can I fix?
Yeah, that was. All right, let's see what.
Is that a 5?
Yeah, we're not.
Is that is that a 2 out of 5?
That's a 2 out of 10. They do a 10 rating system. I'm not kidding. They do a 10 rating system. Yeah, no, dude, that was.
They did a. They did SpongeBob Bikini Bottom like that. They did him like that. A 2. Oh, look at the likes to dislikes. Oh my gosh.
I'm the GameStop guy. This guy's like the best part of the episode.
Yeah, honestly,
he's the best part.
I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you, Funky Joseph or Funk Joseph or whatever your name
for
is,
making the best.
because you saved our episode.
Our episode wasn't bad when we got to League of Legends. Like I feel like the ending portion just.
We didn't screen the video. The ones in the future will be better.
Yeah, next time we're gonna screen it. But this wasn't bad. Honestly, I think it was pretty good for a first
it wasn't
episode.
terrible.
Yeah, I give it like a 2 out of 10, like that guy would say. No,
Maybe we were reacting to something that we'd never seen before.
I got
and-
like a 7.
And also the video was kind of niche and
Yeah.
didn't make much sense.
Yeah,
in a lot of parts.
I thought they'd.
But we didn't know. I mean, we didn't
Yeah,
know.
we thought they'd bring up more funny stuff like
Yeah.
the water and the games we'd actually know instead of freaking Kirby touch and go. Like
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see how it goes.
yeah, this not bad. Not a bad start.
Yeah. God bless, dude. We'll see you next week.
God bless.